So now let's go with the third implementation, that is to Java and XML. So there is nothing special about it, but it is actually an amalgamation of both of them, like first and second one. We're actually mixing both of them. Now I'm just opening this one. What I'll do is, acha, what might be the problem with this one, the Java one? Problem is, for example, if I want to make, let's say I'm having 3 countries right now. Let's say in future I got 100 more countries. Then what will happen? I have to, first of all, right now I'm having just one activity, so it is quite easy. But consider an application where you are having, let's say 500, let's say you're having 5 to 6 activities, and then you want to add 500 country names. Then what will happen? You have to first of all find out the name of the file, then you have to search for the array. Then it might be possible that you are having plenty of arrays in your file. Then what you'll do, you'll just find the right array name, and then you'll add the countries over here, like ABC and all those things. So guys, this would be a process which would require interference of a person with a code. So this is something which is not suitable. So what we shall be doing, the problem is created by this second step. So what I'll do, I'll just delete this one. Now it is causing an array, country name. It's saying that cannot resolve symbol country names, obviously because I've already deleted the country name. Now what I'll do, in the case of XML, what I was doing, I was creating a string.xml file. Same thing I'll be doing over here also. So Control Z, I got all my string array back. So what I did, I created a string array resource which is named as country. I added names of 4 countries into it. Now what I'll do, I'll straight away go to this main activity.java and I'll write string country names array equals to. Now what I want, rather than giving the names of country in curly braces, what I'll be doing, I want to extract this array into my Java file. So for doing that, there is a function which is given by Android, which says that get resources dot get string array. Just select this. Now inside this, you have to provide the resource ID of array. So what I'll do, I'll just write r dot array dot, what was the name of my array? It was country. So I'm choosing country and semicolon. That's it, guys. The second step is, in case of Java, the second step is import string array from XML file. So what this function does for you, this function goes to the string array which is named as country, and once it goes to the string array country, what it will do, it will extract all the values and it would convert them into a string array, a real string array. We'll just run the application. Can you all see the changes? Now this is a better practice. For example, if I want to update the names of country, what I'll do, I'll just go to string.xml and I'll write item, and let's say any country whichever I want to add over here. Let's say Sri Lanka. I'll run the app. That's it. So don't you think this is quite better than compared to adding changes in Java? All the changes would be reflected in my application. What we saw, we actually saw 3 implementations of list view. Now thing is, if I want to have something to be done when I'm clicking on elements of list view, there's something called as, I'll just take the object of list view. Over there also we used to take the object of button, so we'll take the object of list view. Dot. Now there is something set on item click listener. There's something known as set on item click listener. Just select this. Inside this, I'll write new, and I'll just write I'll just write on adapter view. I'll just write new adapter view dot on item click listener. That's it. What it did for me, it already generated a function known as on item click. Now what I'll do, I'll just write a toast. Now fact is, I want to display you clicked on and the name and the item. First of all, let's check whether it's working or not. So I'll just start the app. If I click on India, it is showing you clicked on. If I'm clicking on Japan, it is showing me you clicked on. But what I want it should show me you clicked on India, Japan, or Nepal. So what this function does for you, this function is having three arguments to it: parent, view, position, sorry, four: parent, view, position, and id. Now position actually shows the index. It contains the index of the element which was praised by the user. For example, if this is my application. So India will be having position of 0, Japan will be having a position of 1, Nepal would be having a position of 2, China will be having a position of 3, and SL will be having a position of 4. So when I'm clicking on Japan, the position becomes 1. Now if I want to see, if I want to get the value of Japan over here, what shall I do? Country names is my array, and I'll just pass 1 to it. So if I'll just look at the country names array, the first element is nothing but Japan. So what I'm doing is, I'll just go to this. So you clicked on, just add a concatenation operator plus, and I'll write country names, and inside this I'll pass
Position.
position. Let's run the code. Okay, let's click on Japan. So you clicked on Japan. China, clicked on China. Let's start with spinner. So what is spinner? What is this? It's a drop down list. So what is a spinner? We'll just see, we'll just go with it's a list only, but it's a drop down list. So spinner is like the combo box or AWT combo box in the AWT or string. It can be used to display the multiple options to the user in which only one item can be selected by the user. Android Spinner is like the drop-down menu with multiple values from which the end user can select only one. Let's implement this spinner now. Now to implement this spinner, I'll go to main activity. Let's delete this list. If I'm deleting this, I have to delete all these stuff as well. Done. Let the string XML file be same. We are not adding any changes to it. What I'll do is I'll just go to this. I'll search for spinner. If I got spinner, I'll take this, I'll add to my constraint layout. So added this over here. Just click on this spinner, and inside this will get an attribute known as entries. Now again, you have to provide the list of countries. So what I'll do, @array /country. So what this will do, this will take all the values from this XML file and it will put them on the spinner. You can see it. Can you see it? Can you see them? Like it has already put in, like it has already kept India over there as a default value. Now what I'll do, I'll straight away launch this. That's it. That was the easiest implementation of spinner. Spinner is like just same, like it's similar to list view, because obviously it's also list view only, but there would be few changes which you'll see. So I'll just click on this. Can you see? I'm getting the names of all the countries. Okay. Now what I want is, for example, if I'm selecting Japan, then I want the toast which should display you clicked on Japan. So again, what I'll do is I'll go to my main activity.java. I'll create an object of spinner. Spinner equals to find view by ID r.id. Now let's look at the ID of the spinner. So the ID is spinner2. Let's change it to spinner only. So I'll just write the ID over here, which says spinner. Done. Now next step is, what I'll do is I'll click on spinner dot set on item selected listener. That's it. So what I did, first of all, I added the spinner, assigned ID to it. After that, spinner dot set on item selected listener. Because each of the entities which you're seeing is nothing but an item. So the moment user will select some item, this listener should get launched. So this listener is having two methods to it: on nothing selected and on item selected. So guys, where should I put my toast? Inside this or inside this? On item selected. So I'll do toast again the thing is same. I have to get the array. So I don't want to get the array this moment. I'll just do it. I'll just put push. I'll just print position over here. The third argument is toast dot length short and dot show. Let's run this application and let's show you. What I'll do is I'll just select Japan. So you clicked on 1. And if I'm selecting China, you clicked on 3. So what it is telling, it is actually showing me the position right now. Now my question is, if I want to show the name of the country, then what I have to do, guys? String array. Okay. And if I want to get the array from this string file, then what do I have to do? The name of array should be passed. The name of the array is country. So we are passing r.array.country. Now, if I want to print the value, then what shall I do? I'll just straight away go over here and I'll write array and I'll put position. Let's try running this. I'll click on Nepal. So it's showing you clicked on Nepal. So is this clear, guys? Now, if I look closely, the steps are similar. The first step says that this is similar to a list view. There is no change at all. I'll just show you. The first step says that insert a spinner in layout.xml and Java file. We did that. The second step says that import the string array from strings.xml. The third step says that now here also what you can do is here you can also use adapters. Like here also you can use a concept of adapters. That won't be a problem. So I'll just show you if you want to use the concept of adapters. For example, if I don't want to give, if I don't want to put entries like this, if I don't want to give entries to my spinner, so what I'll do, I'll just go to here, I'll just click on entries, I'll just delete this. Now, if I want to connect data source with my spinner, then what I have to use? Use adapters. So array adapter. So what I'll do, array adapter equals to new array adapter. The first argument is context, that is main activity dot this. The second argument, this time the second argument will change because now this is not a simple text view. Just look at the argument which will go this time. So r dot android, sorry, I'll just write android dot r dot layout dot. Now if you'll just look down over here, there is something known as simple spinner drop down item. Select this one. In case of spinners, I selected it. The third argument is nothing but the name of the array. So I'll just pass array. And let's put a semicolon. The fourth step was set the adapter. So what I'll do, I'll just call the object of spinner dot set adapter function and I'll just pass array adapter to it. That's it. And the fifth step was set on item select. Let's run the code first so that you become certain about it. So again, I've got all my values over here. So if I'll click on China, I'm getting China. If I'm clicking on SL, I'm getting SL. That was all about it today. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. See you tomorrow.